Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Back on the alternator again today, trying to sort out this bearing on here. Anyway, yeah, I feel like it's my lucky day today because I've come across two more idler bearings in the workshop. So this is my original one here with the spacer that I turned up on the lathe, fitted in there and spaced it. Like you can see, it spaces it slightly off. And these are the other two that I've found, which are a lot smaller. This one will actually be small enough, but I could go even smaller still. I may go for this one because this has got a lip on the back as well, so that will help to hold the belt in the right place or stop it from going in towards the car. Not that it should, but it's just there as a safety margin. And I can use this spacer as well, so all I've got to do is turn down that wider diameter part of the spacer and just use this smaller part. That won't take me long on the lathe, so I'm going to do that now, get that all ready. And the other good thing about it as well is that the diameter of the hole in the middle of that is exactly the same as this bolt here, so I haven't got to modify any of this or make any special bushing or anything else. Job done. So I've ended up taking a little bit more off it, but I think we're there now. Okay, you can see there, guys, I now got plenty of space here to get the hose on, and this isn't even tight yet. So once this is tightened up, I can actually get my finger in there sideways. Heaps of room. That's really cool. That's going to work out really sweet. So pleased with that. So that's that little problem out the way, which actually didn't take me very long to fix. So now I'm going to run my hose from the bottom hose on the rad. So that's got to come round and up in this direction. Sorry, round up into there's electric pump fitting just here. So that's going in. There's also a branch off it. So we've got a expansion tank that sits up on the top here on a bracket. That actually bolts on to here, and then we've got another hose that goes in, which is the return that shoots through up here. It's a bit tight in there, but it will go through. You can just about see it there. Yeah, so that when just in behind there, I try and put my finger on it, just there. So yeah, that's a return hose from the heater inside the car. So that's the water pump just placed there. It's not actually fixed properly yet. It's just but that's where it's going to sit. And you can see the outlet on the radiator below it. So what I've done is I've done a lot of pie cuts out of a piece of steel, which is there. And I'm going to TIG weld that up Got a TIG welder coming this evening, so yeah, wish me luck on that one. I've only ever TIG welded once before, so I'm going to do a lot of practice runs first before I go for it with this, because I don't really want to start blowing holes through it and everything. So yeah, bit of practice first. So today I've been working on the seat mounts for the Mini. So first of all, I cut this cardboard template, as you can see, and I just basically folded that, taped that and dropped that in the car just to make sure it was all kind of landing in the right places. This is the passenger seat. You can see this one's folded up, so that's been folded from 3mm plate. So I've already put one in the car. So this is obviously the driver's side, and you can see where I've folded the feet there, and I've gone for the original mount holes where the brackets are to hold the original seat. So those screwed back tight. I've only got 2 screws in there at the moment, or bolts, and then through here on the feet. I've made this all out of one piece, and it just requires a weld down here in a corner. Basically the same on every foot. So just to brace that all up. The requirements over here in New Zealand is we've got to have a 12mm bolt through here with a double plate. They call it a double plate. So there's a plate that goes on the back, and it has to cover a minimum of 3,000 square millimeters. Which sounds really big, but it's not. It's about that size. So yeah, the plate has to go on the back. It's got to have either 2 M5 bolts, nuts and bolts through it to hold it in place, and then the 12mm bolt goes through to a welded nut on the underside of that plate. So I've got those to drill out. They're really strict with it over here, as it should be really, because you know, if it was an accident, first thing that's going to tear out is your seat. So the stronger we can make it, the better. The original Mini ones didn't even have a brace at the back. They just literally folded from the front. So anything I add to it, it's got to be better than the original. It's going to be far safer. So the seats I'm putting in are basically I think they're out of an E46 BMW, so they go in there quite neatly into a Mini. So that's another seat that you could put into a Mini. A bit of faffing around making up these mounting brackets, but hey, it's all part of it. And plus they're electric too. So I've tried and tested all these seats, and they work absolutely fine. Okay, so here's a quick little tip to mark the panel you want to fit up if you can't see the holes. So what I've done is got one of the original bolts, and I, if you can see that, and try and focus. There you go. So I cut the head off, and I just put a little chamfer on it, like so. Okay, so all I've got to do now is wind it into one of the holes. Right, so just leave it a bit sticking out a little bit. Okay, and then I've just got some, this is just a bit of primer paint, but any household paint will do. So I just dab the driver. It's only on the lid. Bit right on the end of the pointy bit of the bolt. Okay. And then I'll put the panel in. Like so. But what I've already done, what I kind of knew where it was because I measured with the tape how far over it was, so I know it's around 30mm, but I've already done a few. This is the last one, so I'll just locate one I've already done, like there, so, and then just push it back like so. So you, hopefully it will have a mark on the back side of the panel. So push it away, undo the nut, sorry not the nut, the bolt. I'm going to flip it over. It should have a mark. I don't know if you can see that white mark there on the other side. So I know that's going to be in the right place. So I'll just drill it out now, and that'll be done. Okay, so today all I've been doing is making these doubler plates for the seat bases. So a plate goes each side of the foot, and then you just bolt through. And they are a particular size for the certification requirement over here. So it's this one's a 50 by 80. These ones are 100 by 40, so they give you a measurement of the surface contact on the floor, and you have to follow it to the book basically. And these little plates here are just little 1mm packers that I've made, so they're going under those front feet. Actually, you can see this one here, I've already bolted this one down, so you can see it's just in there. So this one's all bolted down with the double plates. So at the front I've actually used the foot of the seat mount as a double plate, because you can do that as well apparently, but at the back I couldn't make it work because of this channel going through here in the floor. So that's why I've got these longer narrow ones. So I managed to fit one either side, yeah, down through there, and this one as well. So I'll probably cut some of this foot away because there's no point of it being there anymore, and probably some of this one as well, because there's just no need for it. So yeah, but the front ones I'll leave as they are. So it feels really solid now. It's just, yeah, nice and safe and secure. So all I've got to do now is basically, where I've already pre-drilled these holes, is put a captive nut, weld that on the other side. But I'll get them all bolted down, drilled out, bolted down first, and then I'll take them back out, weld up all the feet, and give them a good paint. And these ones, the actual double plates, I'm going to electroplate those with a zinc anode off a boat basically. Yeah, so that's going to be a bit of fun doing that, because it has to be, for the certification requirement, it has to have some kind of either zinc coating. I think you can paint them as well, but I thought if I just do them with zinc coating, then it just looks really good. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers for now.